Hi, I'm Jenkins, University of Nebraska-Lincoln Extension Educator in Cherry County. Today I want to show you how to calibrate a backpack and a handgun sprayer. The method I'm going to show you works for any single nozzle wand sprayer, whether it's on a backpack or on a four-wheeler or ATV. It even works for the handguns that are on tractor-mounted sprayers. Anytime you apply pesticides, it's really important that you get uniform coverage across the field. That's the goal. Every plant in the field receives the proper amount of pesticide. In most cases, it doesn't matter how much water is being applied, whether you're applying 30 gallons an acre or 60 gallons an acre. Most of the time it doesn't matter. What does matter is that you know exactly how much you're applying. Once you know how much you're applying, then you can determine how much pesticide needs to go into the tank. First thing you need to do when you calibrate or actually operate a sprayer anytime is you need to do an equipment check. You need to check and make sure everything is functioning properly and make sure that there aren't any leaks. The other thing that you need to do is you need to have the proper personal protective equipment or PPE on when you spray. Today, I have a brand new sprayer. We're only going to be spraying with water. I have long sleeve shirt, shoes, socks, long pants, and so I meet the PPE requirement for many pesticides. The only thing that we would add had this sprayer been used before for many pesticides would be I would be wearing rubber gloves. Once you're ready to calibrate, you measure off an 18.5-foot square in the same terrain and ground cover as what you're going to be spraying pesticide. It's important that every person calibrate a backpack or a nozzle spray, handgun sprayer for themselves. Personal preference regarding walking speed and how much water you apply to the plants has a big effect on how many gallons per acre you apply, so it's really important that you do it yourself. Once you have your 18.5-foot square measured out, then go ahead and time yourself how long it takes you to spray it. Spray only using water, and it's best if you time yourself spraying that area 2 times and average those times together. That way you're more confident that that is indeed how long it takes you to spray it. Once you've decided that you're comfortable with the time it took to spray that 18.5-foot square, then you put your nozzle in a bucket and you spray for the same length of time that it took you to spray the square. Once you're finished spraying, you collect the water that you collected and measure it in ounces, and the number of ounces that you collected is the number of gallons per acre that you applied. Once you know how many gallons per acre of water you're putting on, you can figure out what portion of an acre your spray tank will hold. Once you know how many acres or what portion of an acre your spray tank holds, you can then put in the proper amount of pesticide. Sprayer calibration isn't difficult, but there are a couple steps that you need to remember. First of all, it's 18.5 feet by 18.5 feet. That's important because it eliminates the math when you collect the water from the bucket. The other thing is every person has to do the calibration for themselves. The third thing is that calibration must be done in the same terrain and ground cover as what you'll be spraying. Today we're spraying in a lawn, in grass, so that's where we're calibrating. If we were spraying leafy spurge on a hillside or thistles on a ditch bank, we'd be calibrating in those areas. So it's important that you calibrate in the same place that you will be spraying. Finally, calibration isn't hard, but you do have to do it.